Berwick Rugby Club have managed to get themselves promoted into National 2 thanks to a very impressive effort throughout the season, and they've now achieved their highest position in the Scottish club rankings for almost 20 years. At their own Sevens tournament recently, which took place the week before their crucial match against Greenock Wanderers, which we now know they won to give them promotion, I caught up with President Antony Spooner and one of the Berwick players, Duncan Hardie, talking about another successful chapter in the relatively young history of the club. We've got a lot of youngsters coming through, old heads who are sticking with the club in a coaching capacity and other capacities as well. It's got a real feel-good atmosphere about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a family club and where we come from, it all stems from the mini section all the way up through. We wouldn't be here where we are today without that mini section and the time and effort from all the coaches, the development officer, Dougie Hall, etc., putting the hard work in to get where we are today. I think you can see that in abundance across the likes of Berwick and the Borders region, where we really do rely on that influx of youngsters coming up through to help support the club as we go forward.
Well, in your 50th season, it was fantastic to see you get into the National Leagues again, and you're just on the brink, aren't you, of going to National 2. We won't preempt things, but you do have a match against Greenock Wanderers, who are sort of low down in the table. It's one you should get your 3 points from.
Yeah, we'd like to think so, but also, I mean, we're not going to count our chickens because, you know, Greenock and Murrayfield played yesterday and Greenock won that match. So we still need to go up there and put a game on for ourselves to make sure that we get through International 2, which is exactly what we set out to do at the start of the season. I think also looking back on it and not getting the promotion that time around when it was all lockdown period, to then come on to go on and do another season like this, my hat's off to all those involved, the players, the coaching staff, the committee, everyone involved with Berwick Rugby Club for the support that we've had to get the lads through.
And you've always been an ambitious club.
I think that'll never change, and again that stems from having a good youth section all the way up through to the seniors, great ladies and girls team up and coming as well, and having that continuity as well within the club, it makes a big difference to us all.
So how far do you think this club can go? Because it's been something like 18 years since you've been at this kind of level.
Yeah, I think that's only up to ourselves, and of course it goes in with the coaches, the training, the focus, everything, the concentration, that everything has to be in the right spot for us to be successful. We can only do what we can at a committee level. It's now down to the players to take that next extra step and really bring it to the teams next season.
And how important is it to the club to be part of the Border League? Because you are stuck out a wee bit, you're over the border, but you know, you do a lot of travelling, obviously, in National League Rugby, but I never hear much complaining going on.
No, we like a lot of border teams, we just love our rugby. We love competing. We want to test ourselves against the good teams as well. So hopefully going up in National 2 as well, bringing on the Sevens as we are. And unfortunately we didn't get through to the final here. But, you know, looking at Selkirk, Jed, another couple of great teams over the years, consistency is everything that drives clubs forward, and it's something that we need to look towards as well. So no, hopefully we can take away from this and really push on for the season coming.
Tell me a bit about your sponsor for this Sevens today, because it's very hard in these times to actually get a sponsor, so hats off to them.
Yeah, I think our hats off, like you say, to Ancroft Tractors, Tom Brown. Unfortunately, our condolences to his family. They had a death in their family of his dad, also called Tom as well, and they've been big sort of contributors to the rugby club here at Berwick for a long time. Without that support from sponsors and all the entrants we're on a raffle for the main sponsor for the Sevens. Without that support, the club wouldn't be the place it is, and we're really thankful to these businesses in our local area. I must also say as well a big thanks to Neil Armstrong, who's our sponsorship chairman. And again, without that time and effort that people are putting in, we couldn't have this funding to put on things like this, so it's many thanks to people like that as well. And
it is good to see Berwick on the Sevens circuit. I guess you'd like to be in a few more tournaments, though.
Yeah, I think we can only look at ourselves about that as well, and it's about making sure the continuity is there, as I've said, over all the teams. we can only do what we can do, and ultimately if we want to go further and progress further, we need to put the hard work in.
Well, it's a great club. Well done for your activities on the pitch and off the pitch today. Always we get a great welcome down here, and thanks very much.
No, this is what Berwick's all about. It's about the atmosphere and it's about the welcome that people get. Going on to say what Dougie Hall has said over the years, it's about that comfort blanket. And a lot of the times that's what we want to share to other people as well. So it's nice to see everyone here today.
There were 3 Berwick teams taking part in their own sevens this year. Their first team were in a pool with Earlston and a President's Seven made up of Berwick players. Plus their second side called the Berwick Bears, so plenty of opportunities to run in some tries. Berwick ended up comfortably making it into the semi-final stage, where they picked up 5 points on the Kings of the Sevens circuit, but found the eventual winners Jed Forest too hot to handle in their tie.
We're in a really good place as a club just now as well. You know, we've got the second team are doing well. They've got 2 cup finals coming up, and as a first team, like you say, we've managed to get ourselves in a good position to hopefully win promotion. So we're just going to have to take each game as it comes.
A lot of young boys coming through as well. I mean, we've seen a lot of old heads in the past who are coming towards the end of their careers, but it's nice to see the youngsters coming through, and it's a club that really does encourage that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, my age group, when we came up from the Colts, I think the first team were in a bit of a lull, and we sort of came in, and the old boys I think they got a bit of a spur off of us as well, so they kind of pushed us on, and from then we've just kept going and going in the right direction. Yeah, it's been good.
So another tremendous season for Berwick Rugby Club, and because there hasn't been a cup, shield or plate since COVID struck, the shield is still in the trophy cabinet at Scremerston. We wish them the best of luck next season as they step up again to another level of rugby, where they find themselves one of the top 40 clubs in Scotland.